Now, here's where this really took a turn, because I had a totally separate thought, is that this is a common phenomenon that's becoming a greater and greater issue in the world today. As people don't believe in God more and more, you have more and more people who are trying to figure out how to provide for all their own needs. And what happens is that I believe that this is how we usher in the end of this time. This is actually about end times, what I'm talking about here. But how does it usher in the end times? Well, because in past generations, when people talk about taking the mark of the beast and all these end time sort of things, the presumption was that there's some kind of mass brainwashing. People, unbeknownst to themselves, get brainwashed and moved away into these evil things. But have you ever considered that the reason why people are following world systems more and more and just not thinking is because they have needs. And it's scary to take the risk to trust God. So you try to find the sure thing. It's usually a person. This leader seems like they know what's up, so I'm going to follow them. This government surely will never fall apart, so I will follow it. Are you catching what I'm saying? If you don't trust God, you're going to look to some world system to follow that will provide for you. And that's what I'm seeing happen in the world today, is that people are willingly looking for somebody or something, some system of life that will provide for them because they don't believe God is their provision. So it is not in the brainwashing of some sort of encoded message that makes us zombies, but as we look to ourselves in the world for our provision, we will come under the influence of ungodly men and we will look for them to provide for our future. People will seek systems of control to save them. So I really want us to see that as you look to provision of men and you don't look to God. Now, is it scary when you have to trust God for your provision? It's only scary if you view faith through the lens that that's a fearful thing. But I'll tell you that a lot of the sure things that people are looking for in the world are not sure. They're sure until they're gone. I mean, in the last 30 years, I've heard plenty of horror stories, so to speak, where people would work for companies for their entire career, and then they have this pension, and the pension just poofed away. When economic times have gone bad, suddenly this pension that was supposed to last their whole lifetime is gone. It happened I think especially in the last 10 years, it just started to happen. But this was supposed to last me forever, and it's gone. This emphasis on the creature as a source of his or her knowledge and understanding and freedom leaves us fearful in search of provision outside of God. So part of what I was seeing as I wanted to read about this was about what idolatry is. Idolatry at its heart is about looking for provision from someone or something outside of God. But we also have to be willing to take hold of the fact that genuinely, it's not a scary thing to say, I don't know where tomorrow's stuff is coming from. I'm going to trust you, God. That could be scary if you have the wrong spirit. But in faith, that's really the way we need to view this.